Alright, what's up guys? My name is Zach and today I'm going to be making a two-part series, this video and then another video after it, on how to buy a rotary and what to do with it when you actually buy it. So this video, as you guys saw by the title, is how to buy an RX-7, and these are just going to be some tips and tricks on what to look for and what you should know before you buy one. So first and foremost, if you're doing the deal off Craigslist or some other site like that, just be safe, do it in public, have someone go with you. All those basics still apply when buying an RX-7. So be safe about it and be smart about it. The first real thing you're going to want to do is understand what a rotary engine is. And I'm not saying that to be rude and saying that if you're going to buy one you don't know what it is. I'm just saying you should have a good understanding about how it works before you actually purchase one. So as you can see right here, we have a rotor and a housing. This is a 12A rotor and housing. And I have a great video about how the rotary engine actually works. I'll leave a link to that. Just so you can get a basic idea of what you're kind of getting yourself into and how they differ from piston engines. That being said, when you go to look at the car, make sure you ask a lot of questions about the engine. RX-7s are just like any other car besides the engine. So a lot of the body parts and suspension parts are decently easy to come by, but it's really that engine you're gonna have to figure out. That'll make or break the car. So first of all, you should ask how many miles are on the car, and also ask how many miles are on the engine. With these engines, a lot of people will swap them out, build them, and those sorts of things. So ask how many miles are on the engine. If it has been rebuilt before, ask who it's been rebuilt by. If it's been rebuilt by, let's say, Elite Rotary or Atkins Rotary, Racing Beat, they all rebuild engines. If they have paperwork or proof that they've been rebuilt by a reputable company, that's always a plus. If they just said, oh, my cousin Jim rebuilt it, he might be really good with rotaries, he might also not be. So just be wary of that and who rebuilt it. Next, you should ask about the OMP pump and if it's still working. The OMP pump is a pump that pumps oil into the housing to lubricate these apex seals. And a lot of those pumps go bad, which means engines will blow. So when asking about the pump, just ask if it's still working, if it's been removed, because some people do remove it and use premix. Now premix is two-stroke oil that you pour in with the gas to help mix up and lubricate these seals. If the OMP isn't working and they don't premix, it's probably bad news for the engine, and I'd try to stay away from that, because the engine should be getting some form of lubrication either through premix or through the OMP stock pump. Once you have that all squared away, make sure you know the history of the engine, the mileage, if it's premixed, how it's getting its lubrication. As long as you know those things, the rest of the car is pretty much just like buying any other car. I mean, look for rust. I know on first gen RX-7s, the rust gets pretty bad around the rear wheel wells and the rear, rocker panel, it is, right before the wheel well. They're known to have rust there, along with Miatas. So just run through your basic checklists for when buying a car after that. But you really want to focus on that engine, make sure it's getting its lubrication. Low mileage is always better, because the engine can really make or break a rotary car. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to rate the video, comment on the video, and subscribe if you really liked it. And I'll leave a link to part 2, which is what to do when you actually purchase your first rotary car. So thanks, guys. Congratulations on buying your first rotary vehicle. It's going to be a long journey, and it's going to be a very fun journey, and I'm super glad that you have now joined the Mazda Rotary community.